Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, Podcast Pete. Business is changing, and the way we know, like, and trust a person has changed. And social media has been driving this, but it's been really driving it to the point there's so much going on. We sometimes don't know what the strategy should be for you, but people buy from people. If you understand that concept, you're going to be better positioned for the future because there's so much change coming with AI, with the digital revolution, with the entrepreneurial revolution, with mobile and crypto and personal development. All these things are merging. And you, if you're not aware of how to position yourself, you're going to get distracted and you're going to not get the most out of your day. And that's so critical that you have a strategy. And the strategy, just understand the concept of people buy from people. The people we have on the screen here, Elon Musk, Tim Cook, Brendan Bouchard, Joe Rogan, Oprah Winfrey, they all have multiple businesses. We don't always know what they are. Sometimes we do. Obviously, with Elon, we know it's Tesla, but he has other businesses. But he's the person people trust and people will invest with. And the same with you, because we say the magic is in you and anything's possible. That way, you're connecting with people and people connect with you. So building your profile, let me go to this screen right here. Buy this book, Key Person of Influence by Daniel Priestley. He currently has 8 businesses that he has built from just startup to multi-million dollar businesses. He has a formula and it works. And success leaves clues. And when you see successful people do certain things, you model it because you want to be following the right people. And people, because of social media, and I remember back 10, 12 years ago when social media started to come on the scene, Facebook and Twitter and, the LinkedIn and all these started to happen, Instagram, Pinterest. I mean, it was like they all rolled out. And it was difficult when I worked with my clients. I was focused on their company. And you don't get a personality in a company. You look at Nike, big company. Now, most people know the CEO of Nike, Phil Knight, but most know Michael Jordan, Roger Federer, Tiger Woods, or Tiger's no longer with him, but he built an enormous brand through Nike, but it was a person. Michael Jordan, Air Jordans, I think he's a multi-billionaire because of him. Now, he partnered with Nike, but people don't. I know Nike will sometimes just do it. I mean, there's things that a company can do, but they always feature people. People buy from people. That's why if you're a business owner and you're wanting to position yourself for the future for your company, you have to stand out. You have to be the profile. You have to be the spokesperson. You have to be the person people connect with. Some people, they don't want to do that. Well, that's opportunity lost. And I think when you look at that, it's so important that you, even if you're not comfortable with it, if you're going to be the leader of your company and you want people to connect with your company, it's got to be you. So if it's not you, you got to find a person that you're looking long term that will connect with your company. And the crazy thing about it is, you look at The Rock, he's got a number of companies. I know the most recent, I think, that helped him become a billionaire or pretty wealthy is his tequila company. I don't even know what tequila it is, but I know who he is. And so I want to help you to one, get this book, understand the key person of influence model philosophy. And when you look at 7-11-4, 7 stands for hours, 11 stands for buying signals, and 4 stands for 4 platforms. A platform can be a book, a podcast, a workshop, a LinkedIn post, an assessment. The brain doesn't know the difference between the digital world and the analog world. It just knows how to know, like, and trust. And now, because we're in a digital revolution, we're in a digital world, we're global. I was just talking to a person from India. I mean, we connected on Twitter, and I don't know how many hours away it is, but it's a ways. I think it was 8 hours, something like that. And here we're talking because we have global businesses now. And the digital part, social media is making the world a lot smaller. So if you're just thinking locally, I'm just going to build my local shop. Well, act locally, but think globally, because you can create a product with your shop. You can create a personality with you, because people buy from people. Let me go back to this. People buy from people. People buy from people. And for you to grow, know, like, and trust, that's essential that people will consume 7 hours of you. We'll make 11 buying signals. We'll see you on 4 different platforms. The same thing happened when I first got introduced to Daniel Priestley. I had seen I watched a couple podcasts, made sense, liked what he said, ordered his books. I have all 4 of his books. This one I've listened to at least 8 times just to understand it. But very few people that I talk to understand that concept. So they're promoting their company, and people don't buy from companies, they buy from people. So if you're the CEO, the president, the leader of your company, there's an opportunity for you to step up and learn. Now, what we do here in our community is we help you, and we help you through events. We have First Growth Day, which is a community of about 500,000 people, 60 plus countries, led by Brendon Burchard, who was on that previous slide. He's been leading, growing, helping, supporting, coaching for 20 plus years. And he has Growth Day. Growth Day is his brainchild of putting all these talented people together. So we make personal development a way of life, a career. We call it the 5, or he calls it the 5 to Thrive. He's part of it, anywhere from 12 to maybe 16 minutes or something like that. It usually finishes in 15 to 20 minutes, the 5. There's always a related video with him that's from the people in the community, 2 very thought-provoking questions, and then a scorecard, scoring you on clarity, energy, and on through a scorecard that helps you to rate yourself. You got to know where you are. You got to measure what you want to improve. And you do this daily. It's the fuel to your rocket. Your rocket is a day that you want to do the best you possibly can. Just like a shower, we take a shower to clean ourselves. In the personal development field, having good mastery classes, the highly habits, the high performance habits, which there's 5 of them, learning those, learning from other masters. He's put together the most incredible team of talented, successful people to pour into you. So you decide what skills you want to improve on. And when we're getting into AI, and AI is going to make it's going to be weird because companies are going to do more with less, which there's going to be a disruption phase. And 2025 is going to be the year you want to position yourself. So you want to get familiar with AI. And I'll talk about that in just a second. But on this, we have a live event we do once a month where we get our community together. We have 10 speakers, 5 minutes, 3 points, 15 talks on that 4th Saturday in Kennesaw, Georgia. And we'll have more around the country. We do virtual events twice a month. 10 speakers, 15 talks, 5 minutes, 3 points. We do, let me see, we do podcasting where we want you to experience the power of stories, the power of a podcast. It's a digital asset. It's a way for people to get to know you, like you, and trust you. Because once they get to know you, like you, and trust you, and if you look at this formula, 11-7-4, you got to build your profile. The 5 P's are pitch, profile, product, presentation, and partnership. So when you look at learning these 5 P's, you're going to position yourself for the future. Because Daniel was sharing on a podcast that, let's just say, you have to fill up the amount of people that are going through the 7-11-4. It's what they have been able to track 5 months. So this isn't a quick fix. If you're looking for the silver bullet, this ain't it. But if you're looking for a longer play and you want to position yourself, people buying from you, and you want to be a key person of influence, get this book and get on my podcast. Let me share your story with my community. Let me connect you, because we have many ways to connect. We have monthly workshops. We have webinars. What we do is we do a 12-week transformation where we help you get together. Let me see if I can put this. Yes, I think I can. Okay. Oops. Okay. Our workshop where we teach you the 10 steps to scale and grow your business. That's done. Now, let me go back to people buying from people where I can get to. Yes, here we go. Okay. That's me. Yes. 3 years ago, I found myself in a hospital bed, having lost my left side, and a lot of how it affects every side. But this is my team. See, you want your team together. In this case, it was 4 people. Well, more than that, but that was the primary team. You can't do business by yourself. There's no such thing as solo entrepreneur. It's a team entrepreneur. You want to build a team. We call it the key strategic partner team, where you intentionally build your team around yourself so you're all helping each other. You're in a magazine, and I think we can let you see that in. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Hold on. Yeah. Go to pkane.me/magazine and you can see a sample of it. It's Kennesaw Happenings is the first one, but picture yourself on the cover and then 20 people that you have on your key strategic partner. These are people you've always done business with. And when somebody says, "Do you know somebody that can do this?" You go, "Oh, yes." And you vented them, you trust them, but you're doing it intentionally, putting yourself in the magazine. We go through a 12-week transformation to help you understand how to use the magazine. We give the magazine out. So each person is giving out that 20-person team. So when they want to be on the cover, that's a decision that they make to be that key person of influence, to surround themselves with key trusted partners. So you're not trying to sell one person, you're establishing a relationship with a group of people. Say it's a CPA, an accountant, a real estate agent, let me think, an association, a insurance agent, people that deal with businesses. And you have a relationship with them because together you're better. Meaning, when you come to a presentation, which we talk about in the Key Strategic Partner book, you're coming with a group of people, you're coming with a powerful team. So when somebody says, "Pete, do you have anybody that can do this?" They're in the magazine. Their stories in there. Their podcast is in there. They're able to get to know them because even when somebody gives you a referral, it depends on the type of referral, but we use a thing called trust and verify. But you want to get to know people, so you can look through the magazine and see on that particular niche, that particular, if it's real estate, if it's a different, like in our business, it's book authors, book coaches, um, social media, assessment, send out cards, magazine, publisher. So different people that can help strengthen your value proposition. So go to pkane.me/magazine because if you're interested in being a key person of interest, we teach you how to build that team and we put you on a 12-week transformation where you meet for an hour and a half once a week. Once a week. Hour minimum, hour and a half is optimal, where we're helping you strategize. I'm a high performance coach, and we teach you on high performance coaching by Brendan Bouchard. And we teach you on how to leverage a collaborative magazine like this. We connect you with people in our community. We do a live event. We do a virtual event. We do a workshop. We do a webinar. We do things, a meetup, things that'll help you connect with people because business is relationships. And we want to intentionally grow your relationships because the more you're growing in this crazy AI that we're getting into, the better you're going to be. The more you're in a community, because each magazine is a small community within a bigger community. So you could be halfway across the world and you could put a magazine. We ship it from Amazon, but we can ship in the US and Canada, but they can ship other places too, because we have PDF digital forms. So we have the ability to think locally and act globally. Because part of what we do is teach our community to create digital courses. These are courses that people can get to know, be familiar with the problems you solve. And that way you continually become more valuable. This is a long play, a year or less, And when you look at that, you're just going to get better every single month because your relationships are going to be the power, the fuel to your rocket. When I said the growth day, personal development, as Brendan has shared with us, is going to be like a career in real estate. People are going to be able to help because personal development is a trend that's happening. 500,000 people so far, and there's probably going to be, I don't know how many million eventually. So people buy from people, and we want you to shift your thinking from promoting your company to promoting you. You are the magic. Anything is possible. And when we look at this, I'm going to give you something. So my gift to you is our masterclass. And this is our ecosystem. It's our product number 3. Remember we talked about pitch, profile. When somebody searches you, which they will, what do they see? Do they see enough to consume you to get to know you? If they do, there's a better chance they're going to know, like, and trust. So if you're building your profile, you're becoming good at the pitch, and it's not a bad word. People go, "Oh, pitch, used car salesman." That's a thing of the past. But pitch can be something like this: we generate leads, create cash flow, and build thriving communities. Okay. Now, if somebody doesn't ask me anything else, I don't tell them. I don't. It's on a need to know. I want them to give me a buying signal to know more. Now, if they don't ask me anything, I'll ask them. How long have you been in business? Get to know a person, build that relationship. They might ask, well, how do you create cash flow? We do with leads that we create in a collaborative magazine. And there's 10 ways that a person can earn in our ecosystem, which is our masterclass. So we want you to generate the cash to be making money quickly as possible, because so many times in the past, I come from the digital marketing world. Before my stroke, small digital marketing agency. Now, people would buy expensive websites, print beautiful brochures, and not have one customer. That's a recipe for disaster. We used to call it a billboard in the desert because there ain't no traffic in the desert, hardly. You want people to see you, and to see you, cash flow. So get 3 clients. Get 3 clients. Test it. If your friends, anybody you ask them, if they say, oh, that's a brilliant idea. Okay. Are you willing to spend X amount of dollars? If they say yes, you got a good idea. If they say no, not me, you can't count on them. It's until somebody pays you that you validate what you're offering. You have to have your ideal client. You got to have an avatar. If you don't know this problem you're trying to solve, you're not going to make it in business. Just because you don't want to work for the big guy is not enough reason to get in business. It's hard, very hard. It's going to test you. Every ounce of who you are, it's going to test you. But it's very rewarding. It's fun. It's challenging. If you love creating instead of consuming, because the average person watches 4 hours of TV a day, take half of that and make it into creating something. Create. We're born to create. Be a creator and have some fun. So take our masterclass, enjoy it. And if you want to know more how to connect, go to pkane.me/connect so you can connect. And then if you'd like to be a guest on my podcast, that's not it. Sorry. Strategy session. You're not sure of your strategy. You don't have a clear picture of where you're going. A strategy session will help you. because you got to know where you're going and you got to have a strategy. And to do that, go to pkane.me/strategy. And with that, be a guest on my podcast. I can introduce you to people in my community, and I get to know you. And we create a digital asset, because the more people can consume of you, get to know you, the better chances they are to do business with you. So join, be a guest on our podcast. We have plenty of things for you. So let me see here. Strategy session. Okay. Connect. Okay. So be bold. Let me see. Let me go back. I love it. I love it. Okay. We have our KPI club, because, things, I always say, learn from the best. I did Brendan, Daniel Priestley. And if you want to learn and you want to start, we have a $1 trial. Try us for $1. Once a month, I'm going to teach 3 to 5 strategies. And we're going to teach you how to be a key person of influence, how to connect in the community, how to build your team. These are things that in the age of AI, which we're in it, and let me give you, so go to pkane.me/KPI club. And if you want to give you a free course, go to pkane.me/AI. That's Jeff Bourgeois, my partner. You can Google him on LinkedIn. He's got a very active presence on LinkedIn. Tremendous value, brilliant person. He has an AI agency. And this is his free course at pkane.me/AI. So, and if you're like, hey, I'm interested in podcasting, we have a podcast academy. My friend Mark Little and I, we use StreamYard, which you're listening to right now, but we're going to teach you how to monetize podcasting, how to have fun, and how to build the magic in you, because the magic is you and anything is possible. So, okay, our summit comes up where we teach you on the trends, and here's the pillars of our business success: leads, cash flow, and thriving communities. So go, and trust drives business. People buy from people. So thank you so much. If this is something that somebody could benefit from it, would you share it with them? Would you share it? You can go to Pete Kane on YouTube. You can see any of our content. And soon you'll see us on social. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thanks for the time, because your time is precious. Be bold, make an impact, and have